All right, now, without having the other car that we've talked about, does that hinder the ability to come to some sort of decision on the cause of this accident?
I think so. I mean, the other car, the Fiat Uno, we don't know right now as we sit here. Was that merely a circumstance of the accident? That is, was the Fiat Uno contacted when the Mercedes was going out of control? Or was the contact with the Fiat Uno sufficient to cause the Mercedes to go out of control? Without having that Fiat Uno available, it's very difficult to make that kind of decision. So what you're suggesting
is that perhaps the Fiat Uno was the cause, could have been the cause of this accident?
Well, again...
The alcohol and drugs didn't help any, I'm sure.
Well, that's true, but perhaps if the Fiat Uno hit this car, perhaps that caused it to go out of control.
If there were even a Fiat Uno, let's go to Mark, who's joining us still by telephone. Mark, do they know for sure that there was a Fiat Uno sometime in that tunnel or had impact with the car, or is that just something we heard very early on? Have they concluded that?
No, the scientific evidence seems to indicate that there were like scrapings of paint from the Fiat Uno and perhaps fragments of a rear tail light from the Fiat Uno in the tunnel and attached to the Mercedes.
Let me stop you right there, Mark. You say perhaps fragments. I mean, the Fiat Uno could have had a collision with the car weeks before. Fragments in the tunnel at least would persuade me that there was some sort of confrontation in the tunnel. Are we sure there were fragments in the tunnel and not just paint on the car?
Well, I've heard it both ways. I don't think we're sure much of anything here. I mean, as I say, the best information is that there was some sort of contact between the Fiat and the car, scrapings of paint, which, as you say, could indicate that maybe the car was in an accident earlier. And moreover, you know, there are 45,000 Fiats like this just in the Paris area alone. They've had about 20 detectives from the Paris Brigade Criminelle, which only has 120 detectives in all in it, out there looking for Fiats every day. Meanwhile, there's a serial killer on the loose in Paris, and, you know, people are beginning to talk. The unions of police are complaining that there's just too much manpower devoted for this potentially fruitless hunt for the Fiat. If they don't find the Fiat amongst the 45,000 in the Paris area, they're talking about going to a broader area where there's another 110,000. In that case, it could just take forever, and there are really questions, given that the French police really believe that this is nothing but a routine drink and driving accident, as to whether it's worth finding that Fiat, you know, if they're going to spend months and months of police manpower just trying to find something that may be mythical, or, as the gentleman said earlier, a Fiat that could conceivably be from another country.
And that's the interesting issue. Was there a Fiat or not? And we still haven't found that out.
And if they'll ever find it.
And if they'll ever find it. When we've got to take a break. When we return, we're going to change gears to Paula Jones and her sexual harassment suit against the president. Why is he filing a second answer to her lawsuit? We'll tell you.